Call Allah Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rahakwadash. All praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh. Right? And his only begotten Son, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who've ruled well and teach well, and for teaching me this 100% truth according to the scriptures. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the brothers, and the very few sisters who are walking in this truth with all sincerity and meekness, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability, but most importantly of all, having faith and believing in the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai and enduring upon his return, right? Waiting upon the return of the Lord. So Lord willing, this video is short and edifying and straight to the point, Spirit jumped on me to make this lesson. I was thinking about this since Saturday of making this lesson, and I was like, I don't know. I thought about this lesson, but I guess the Spirit didn't make me do it until I seen this brother video today, this morning. GMS in Rome, Lions on Fire, man. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. This brother is very heavy in the spirit, and his videos be very edifying, man. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. You'll definitely be building. You'll definitely be being built in the spirit with this brother's page, man. This brother knows. So yeah. So anyways, I wasn't thinking about making this lesson, but once I saw this video, obviously the Spirit jumped on me. I took it as a sign to make it. And I was having a conversation with a Christian. Well, basically my mother. Let's say it like that. I was having a conversation with my mother on Saturday, and sometimes I don't have conversations with her about the scripture because she is an unbeliever, even though she goes to church every Sunday, Saturday, and Wednesdays, even though she reads from the same book, right? Yet she don't have no understanding, right? Because obviously the Lord has not given her understanding. So I was having this conversation with my mother on Saturday, and somehow we were speaking of, because she said a story about how some lady from her church left her man, and that's what a lot of Christian women do, man. They leave their husband. When the scriptures speak against that, man, if your husband does not die, you cannot leave your husband. You're bound with him by the law until death, man. You can't just, because whatever situation you're going through, you leave, right? Because I told her that what happened to her until death do them part. And she was like, yeah, no, there's situations where you can. She said basically there's situations which you could leave if the man commits adultery. Not knowing what adultery is, man. If you look up the word adultery, as in the Bible's definition, adultery is when a man commits adultery, right, with a married woman. That's what David committed. David was with a married woman, and that's the only sin he committed, right? Like the scriptures tells us. That was the sin that David committed. He was with a married woman. If you read the story, he even tried to kill her man in war because she was pregnant. She got pregnant by David. So that's what adultery is, man. Not that a man is married and he can't be with no other woman, which you can. As long as she's not married to another man, right? She's not involved with another man, or she is not promised to another man. You can have a relationship with her. You can sleep with her and make her yours. But the woman cannot do the same thing. The woman cannot have a man and sleep with another man. That is adultery right there on both ends, on the man and her, right? Or whoever she slept with. So she basically didn't believe it. She's like, no, you're wrong. Obviously that's feminism. And it's funny because my mother speaks against feminism so much, man. She speaks against it. Oh, the feminism, but yet she's a feminist herself and she don't even realize it. But that was the point, right? Why I wanted to make this video. And I explained it to her. And, as usual, they reject it. They reject it, right? They'll be like, no, that's not the way no more. That's the old way. God changed things. When obviously the scriptures tells us that God does not change. In the book of Malachi, man, God does not change. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, does not change. He is the same. So if he doesn't change, what makes you think that his ways are going to change? They're not. That should show you right there that Christianity has no understanding, and they're all basically confused, man. And we know that the Lord is not the author of confusion, like the scriptures say. So that makes it false, right? That no, a man can have more than one woman. He can have more than one wife. He can have 3, 4, 5, 7, whatever, as many as he can. As many as he can. What's the point? Handle, right? Now we know that in today's time, it's not a wise thing to do to have more than one woman because, for one, the woman is not submissive under her man. So it's just, she's not in order, basically. But it does not make it a sin. If you want to have more than one woman, you can. You can. That's not against the Lord, man. That's not a sin. But what is a sin is that a woman leaves her man. That's a sin. If he's alive and she's with a man and she decides, well, I'm not happy anymore. She decides, oh, whatever it is, and leaves him, she committed sin. She committed adultery, right? Because what you think she's going to do? She's going to be with another man down the line, And the scriptures speak of that. If you leave your husband, then do not lay with any other man. You cannot do that. You better not, right? The only way you can find another man and be with another man is if your husband dies. Anyways,
like Nick Cannon,
I'm gonna play this video,
spreading of his
and with that, I'll bring a couple scriptures out.
1000%.
Rich, this is edifying.
He's responsible.
Is he?
Yes, he takes care of everyone else's children.
But this is the
And the baby mother's with it. And they hurt for nothing and they live comfortable.
You guys think that just having kids and giving money is enough. But what about the time? No.
He's there for every one of them. I got 9. And I'm there for every one of mine.
So
and that's the thing, man. The woman actually is fucking proud, man. Let you tell your woman right now, listen, I want another woman. She's gonna go fucking crazy. Like if you are her possession. Like if you, man, for one, I'm not your possession. You are my possession. I own you, right? The man owns the woman. And I'm gonna bring these scriptures out, proving that, right? The man owns the woman. The woman is the man's possession. The man is the head. Let you tell your woman, I want another woman. I want kids with another woman. She's going to go fucking crazy. She's going to leave. And that right there shows feminism. That right there shows that she thinks she's equal as the man. That right there shows that she's not in order, man, according to God. According to the Bible, she's not. So that's pride, man. Thinking that, oh, nah, what? No, I'll leave your ass. And that's the mentality that our women are under. The Israelite woman, the so-called black, Spanish, and the Native American woman. That's the mentality she's under. Why? Because Esau, the so-called white man, has fed them this bullshit lie, man, and has made them believe. The devil, man. The devil has made them believe. The serpent has lied to you and has made you believe that bullshit ass lie, man. That's eventually against the Lord, man. Anything that's the opposite of what the Lord says, you're against him. And here she is telling him like she knows something. And that's the shit that pisses me off, man. The women open their mouth like they think they know. They don't know shit, man. The woman does not know what the fuck is going on. She don't know anything. She don't know nothing. This is why the Lord chose men to be the head. This is why the Lord chose the prophets, the holy prophets, the separate men, starting with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the brothers on down with the same doctrine, the same mind as the Lord. This is why, man. To establish order. And eventually the Lord is going to establish his order again, man, when things get crazy out here. Then the woman ain't going to care about that whole, no, you can't leave me, or no, you can only have one woman. Watch. Wait until things get crazy out here. And then the woman ain't gonna talk that shit no more. Talking about, oh, you get another woman, I'm gonna leave.
No,
She ain't talking that
that's a
shit no
white
more.
man's thing.
The
Who
Lord is
don't
gonna
talk
do
about
that,
a
man. The
recital?
Lord is
Listen,
gonna
my job
humble
is to
down
raise
the
my
Israelite
kids.
No,
woman.
but this is
Hold on.
Go
to be
on.
responsible.
Yeah.
To be understanding. To protect their mother. To give hand with their father and assist with family planning, and to be responsible adults.
Okay, but what
My
about
job ain't to
quality
be
time?
doing all that extra stuff that all
But
these
what about
holidays. If I have the time to do that and show love, yes, I will do that. But my responsibility is to make sure that they grow up responsible, strong.
1 Corinthians chapter.
So yeah, man. You see, and this is gonna happen, man. What you think? How you think in the kingdom is gonna be? How you think? You think that in the kingdom, when the Lord returns, that we're just gonna have one wife and that's it? Hell no, man. We're gonna have multiple wives, man. Multiple. As many as we desire, we're gonna have, man. We're gonna have multiple children. We're gonna have, that's what the scriptures say, and one child shall become a strong nation. That's how many kids we're gonna have, man. That's how, yo, you know, and that's parts of the rewards of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's the rewards that the Lord is going to give his elect men, along with many other rewards, man. You know, so anyways, no, the multiple wives, you can have multiple wives righteously, man. That does not mean that you're gonna have 4 or 5 wives and you're gonna be having fucking orgies and threesomes. No, man, that's wickedness right there. That's wickedness. No, you cannot do that, because the scriptures just explain to us that a woman shall not lay with a woman, you know? So, yeah, you can have multiple wives in righteousness, you know? But, you know, and that time is slowly approaching, man. Let me grab real quick Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1, man. And then I'll bring the other ones out. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. KJV, stay silent. Let me see. Let me see if I could get the GNT. Some versions are more clear and more straightforward. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. When that time comes, what time? The time of trouble. When that time comes, 7 women will grab hold of one man. You see, does that mean an actual 7 women? No, that just means a completion of women. It could be 3, 4, 10, 20, 2, right? When that time comes, 7 women will grab hold of one man and say, and this is speaking of the elect, the hopeful elect, right? Because the Lord is going to show the world who the Lord is dealing with, who the Lord is protecting, right? The Lord is going to give us power, man. You know, he's going to protect us, his hopeful elect. Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, right? The Lord is going to protect us and show the world, man, which men in the world have true power coming directly from God. When that time comes, 7 women will grab hold of one man and say, we can feed and clothe ourselves. But please, look at that, but please. Salakia, man, I received a phone call. So yeah, where was I? I'm gonna read it again. But please, man, look at that, please. Women are gonna be begging to be our wives, man. And this is in this time. Because if you go into the KJV, watch, KJV, I'm going to read it in the King James Version. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name. to take away our reproach, their shame. Go into that word reproach, right? Because remember, in the kingdom, there won't be the women ain't gonna be asking to take away their shame and the reproach. They're gonna be in order. So anyways, rebuke, to take away the rebuke, reprove, reprimand, chastise. You see, so you get what I'm saying? Reproach, man. This is on this side. This is gonna be on this side, man, on this time when shit hits the fan, right? When things get crazy. So anyways, let me grab back the GNT. It says, when that time comes, 7 women will grab hold of one man and say, we can feed and clothe ourselves, but please, they're going to be begging to belong to the men of the Lord, man. And the man is going to choose. Yeah, I want you. No, I don't want you. It's going to be, it's going to be that, you know. But please let us say you are our husband so that we won't have to endure the shame of being unmarried. You know, and that time is coming slowly, man. That time is coming surely, man. Brothers, man. And you sisters that don't believe it, because this is the thing too. A lot of our women, right? You know, and I say that with my woman. I'll say that with my woman, right? She says she believes in the Lord. She says she believes in the Lord. Salakia, 1 second. Just Blades. Nah, it ain't right now. He'll be in later. I don't know. 2, 3. All right, you're welcome. Salakia. Yeah, so when that where was I, man? So yeah, with my woman. See, my woman, she believes in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua. You know, she calls on to his name and she teaches her daughter certain, you know, the things. But does she fully believe? Of course not. Because she this is one of the doctrines that only a woman that truly believes 100% is going to grasp to, man, and accept. You know, and that's hard for them to accept. You know, no, my man ain't going to be with another woman. Like as if we belong to them, as if we're her possession. You see? So a woman can say, yeah, I believe in the Lord, but does she truly believe 100% in the full doctrine? Of course not. And that's how it is, you know. Some women will, some women won't, right? But that's going to be a hard thing for a woman to accept, you know. But it is what it is, man. That does not make it untrue. That does not make it a sin. Anyways, when that time comes, 7 women will grab hold of one man and say, we can feed and clothe ourselves, right? So you get the point. You get the point. And this is the words of the Lord, man. These are the things that are coming, right? So especially you proud women that don't want to submit unto your man, you're going to have no choice but to submit unto your man. Why? Because we know that the Lord is dealing with the men. And if you want to be protected under the Lord, you have to fall under your man. You have to be submissive under your man. So anyways, let me go and grab, right? But you'll say, they don't teach this in the church. Why? Because the church, for one, has been set up by the so-called white man, has been set up by Esau. You got to understand, man, the Christianity comes back from the Romans. It comes back from the time of Constantine, right? The era of Constantine, you know. They don't understand history, you know, and Christianity is a lie, just like every other religion in the world, you know. So, but you explain this to a Christian woman, she will not accept it. Why? Because she's got that feminine spirit on her, you know. Real quick, right here, Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, man. A possession. It doesn't say she that getteth a husband beginneth a possession. No, it says he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Going to that word possession. We know what the word possession means, right? But we're going to look it up, man. Ownership. Basically, I own you. My wife is my property. I own her. She's my possession. She's mine. She belongs to me. She don't belong to nobody else. Ownership, proprietorship, control, you see, custody, charge, hold, title, guardianship. You get the point. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, man. Doesn't say she that getteth a husband, or it doesn't say he that is married possess each other. No. You know, because a Christian will easily go jump to, the husband of one wife, not understanding that precept, not understanding the context of what that is even speaking of, man. You know, and I don't want to get off topic, but that's not dealing with that you only can have one wife. But anyways, you know, that's just the same way when they go and jump to John 3:16. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. See, he loves the world. They don't understand the context of that. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, man. Your wife is your possession. You have ownership over her, man. She belongs to you. It's that simple. The scriptures say it. That's nothing we're making up. That's the scriptures, man. The scriptures is saying that, man. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 8. For the first man didn't come from woman. You see? The Lord didn't create the woman and then the man. Or he didn't even create them both at the same time. For the first man didn't come from woman, but the first woman came from man. And man was not made for woman. We was not made for the woman. But woman was made for man. You see, the woman was made for the man. That's basically, how much more clearer can you get? How much clearer can you get, man? The Lord made the woman for us. To basically serve us. To help us, to, you know, like the scriptures say, he made a meat unto himself, man, a help meet, someone to help, right? He made the woman to help, not to control, not to have ownership, not to think she can do what she wants, not to think I'm equal. No, you were made for the man. You see, the man wasn't made for the woman, man. But these new ways have lied to our people. These new doctrines, these new teachings, you know, Christianity, you know. This is why right now the Lord is returning. Basically, he is teaching his hopeful elect, right? Starting with the first fruits, the 1/3 of Israel, the men and women, right? He is teaching us back the old ways, man. Right, because your Christian will be like, oh, nah, that's the old ways. That's the old time. We're in different times. But the scriptures clearly speak that the Lord does not change. Neither does his son, man. The son is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Meaning what? He does not change. He is the same as the Heavenly Father. What the Father believes, the Son believes also. Who the Father is, the Son is. But anyways, right, and we have been taught new ways, man. You know, this is why the scriptures say, return back unto the old ways, man. The Lord is teaching us our customs again, our heritage, man. How we're supposed to walk, what we're supposed to believe in. Because we have been taught new ways, you know, under Esau, the so-called white man. Let me see if I could grab that. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16, man. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, man. You see that? Old paths. Where is the good way? The old ways is the good way, man. The ways of the Lord. You see, and they was even going through that back then. How much more now is our people going through that? Following new gods and new ways, man. Starting with Christianity and Jesus Christ and Islam and all of that. There, you see? How much more now? These scriptures are something that just because it was happening back then does not mean that's it. Oh, it ain't gonna happen no more. No, what was then is now, right? Roughly paraphrasing. Anyways, Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way and walk therein, man? Walk in his ways, in the ways of the Lord, man. And ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. You see, and that's what exactly happened that day, Saturday. When I told my mother, yo, these were the old ways, man. Oh no, that's the old ways. That's not that's not how the Lord is doing it. And again, basically, they're fulfilling prophecy themselves right there. We will not walk therein. They're not accepting the old ways. They don't want to believe in the old ways. You know? Well, then the Lord is gonna have no choice but to show you, man. To show you, man. You know, and that goes to everybody that doesn't believe in these scriptures 100%. How the scriptures say. Let me see if I can grab the GNT version, if I could get a little clearer. Israel rejects God's way. Look at that. Look at the title, man. Our people are constantly rejecting the ways of the Lord, man. Constantly, man. And not just with the multiple wives, with everything, man. With everything. This is just one of the things. The Lord said to his people, stand at the crossroads and look. Ask for the ancient paths, and where the best road is, walk in it, and you will live in peace. But they said, no, we will not. And they don't want to walk in the ways of the Lord. They don't want to believe in the ways of the Lord. They want to reject it. Well, then the Lord is going to reject you. When time of judgment comes, when you ask for help, he's going to reject you, man. You know? And we constantly prove, man, to these so-called Christians, man, these anti-Christians, because that's what they are. They're anti-Messiah, man. Why? Because they don't follow the ways of the Lord. They don't follow the true ways, which is right in the scriptures, man. You know? We constantly prove to you through the scriptures, look what it says. And they'll just ignore it, man. They refuse to believe it. Well, then, the Lord is going to ignore you. You know? Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. You see? And how do we trust in the Lord, man? Well, first, right, by believing this doctrine, by believing the words, because these words in this book are his words, right? Trust in the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, with all your heart. You got to trust in him with all your mind. Even when things might seem a little bit like, I don't know, man, right? Still trust him. And lean not on your own understanding. That's what our people do, man. They lean to what they think is right. They lean into their own understanding, man, and not into the understanding of the Lord. In all your ways, man, all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. You see? Clearly, man, showing you. This Bible, man, is life, man. This Bible is clearly showing you that was what the scriptures speak of our people are doing, man. Literally. There is no other book on earth that does that. You know, now I got some guy coming here. Let's see if I go to the hallway because I don't like people being on our business. I'm at work. I'm in a barber shop. So anyways, let me keep going. So look, if the Lord wasn't with that, with a man having more than one wife, it will clearly say it in the scriptures, right? It will clearly say it in the book, man. But he is not against that. He's not. He gives you a way how to handle if you do have two wives. Like it says in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 15. It says, if a man have two wives, look at that. If a man has two wives, man, she clearly showing you if you have two wives, which if you couldn't, this law would not be in. You see, but the Christians be like, nah, that's the Old Testament. They don't understand what the fuck they talking about. They don't understand shit, man. Because that's also in the New Testament. That's also in the New Testament of how we're going to have more than one wife in the kingdom. Fuck are they talking about? Right? They don't even understand what testament is. Covenants, nothing. Anyways, if a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and the firstborn sons be hers. Basically, you get the point, man. This is showing you how to deal with your children if you have two wives, man. If you love one more than the other. And obviously, that's going to happen. You're going to love one wife more than the other. One is going to annoy you more than the other. One is going to nag more than the other, right? But anyways, the point that I wanted to bring out is if a man have two wives, man. If the Lord didn't want you to have two wives, this explanation, this way of handling your women will not be in the Bible, man. Real quick, even David, man, and they'll be like, I even brought that up to her, like, yeah, David had more than one wife, right? He only committed adultery when he slept with the other man's woman. That's adultery. A man can be with another woman if he wants, as long as she's not promised, basically to another man, or if she's not married to another man. If she has no man in her life, he can take her as his wife, man. Anyway, 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 8. It says, this is when Samuel was speaking to David, right? And on behalf of the Lord, man. When after David committed the sin, man, when he committed adultery. He slept with a married woman. 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 8. He said, I gave you his kingdom and his wives, man. Whose kingdom and whose wives? Saul. After Saul, was gone. Right? The Lord gave David, right, the kingdom and his wives, right? Because the woman is bound unto the husband until death. But if the husband dies, then she can belong to another man. So obviously Saul had to die first before David can take the wives, have his wives, right? It says, I gave you his kingdom. Yo, what's good, bro? Right, it says, I gave you his kingdom and his wives. I made you king over Israel and Judah. If this had not been enough, I would have given you twice as much. Look at that, man. Twice as much as what? Wives. Clearly showing you that the Lord does not think that is evil, man. He's basically telling them, why did you commit adultery? Why did you have to sleep with a married woman? You wanted another wife? You wanted more wives? Bro, I would have given you more. Should have just asked, right? She's clearly showing you that, no, having more than one wife is not a sin. It is not a sin. Let me see if I can grab real quick. Bound until death. Woman bound to death. Right here, Romans. Wife is bound by the laws. Husband, can I get wrong? Right here. I'm going to just grab 1 Corinthians chapter 3. Look, this is the New Testament, my nigga. Salakia. This is the New Testament, bro. This is the New Testament. Clearly showing you that, bro, it's in the New Testament too. So why are women leaving their husbands when it's in the New Testament, yet they claim to follow the New Testament? That shit pisses me off, man. 1 Corinthians, because a lot of these women be leaving their men when they have, and then they out here walking righteously like they fucking, like so fucking proud, man. Like they know what's going on. And you over here disobeying the Lord, man, doing what you want to do, leaning onto your own understanding, thinking you know what the fuck going on. You don't know shit, man. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 39. The wife is bound by the law. Look at that. Oh, the law is done away with. And this is why the fuck they do what they want to do. Because they really believe that the law is done away with. They, man, listen, these people honor the Lord with their lips, man. But with their actions, they're far from the Lord, man. I'm going to grab that next. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 39. The wife is bound by the law. If you're going to that word bound, man. Tied, roped, chained. The wife is chained by the law as long as her husband liveth. So as long as your man is alive, you cannot leave him no matter what. No matter what. You have to stay with him. You have to basically be under him. But if her husband be dead, she is at liberty to be married to whom she will, only in the Lord, man. Only if he is a believer. You know, but the point there is, man, that's the only way you can marry another man. That's the only way you can be with another man. It's if your husband dies. A lot of these women husbands ain't dead, man. They just leave because they basically, for whatever reason, they weren't happy. Oh, he stepped out with another woman, blah, blah, blah. I'm out of here, or whatever it is. Oh, he don't take me out no more. He don't, whatever stupidity it is. You see, not you just seal your fate, man. You just doing what you want to do. And the Lord is definitely not happy with you, man. You over here living in sin, man. Thinking you know it all. Just like that fucking woman in the video. Thinking she knows it all. This fucking proud ass. And that's the majority of our women. Thinking they fucking know what they talking about. And they don't know shit. The wife is bound by the law. And that's because Esau, the so-called white man, has taught you nothing but lies, man. Deceits. Having you believe that, oh, I can do that, just like the serpent in the garden. Though, because he knows that the woman is the weaker vessel, man. The wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth, but if her husband be dead, she is at liberty to be married to whom she will, only in the Lord. Which one was the other? I'm gonna grab the other one in the Romans, man. This is New Testament too. New Testament. For the women which have an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loosed from the law of her husband. So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. That's what adultery is, man. You laying with another man belonging to another man. And that goes the same for the man. The man laying with a woman that belongs to another woman, to another man. Salakia. That's what adultery is. Not because the man want to have another woman. As long as she doesn't belong to another man, that's not adultery. Right? You even saw in Samuel, in the book of Samuel, when the Lord told David, I would have gave you more wives. Obviously, right? Women that didn't belong to no man. Y'all need to learn how to read in the context, man. So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. You see that? That's the only way you can be with another man. It's if he is dead, man. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 6. Sarah was like that. Let me see if I could go a little higher. 5. For the devout woman of the past who placed their hope in Yahweh, you see that? Used to make themselves beautiful by submitting themselves to their husband. And that's how you will be beautiful. When you submit unto your husband. When you obey your husband. That's what submit means. Just like the man submits under Yahweh Shai, right? The woman has to submit under us, man. Who you think Yahweh Shai submitted under? He submitted under the Father, Yahweh. You see the order? The righteous order? For the devout women of the past who placed their hope in Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, used to make themselves beautiful by submitting themselves to their husband. Our women ain't beautiful anymore. Yeah, they can look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, they're fucking dead, man. Why? Because for one, they're not submitted unto their husband, which eventually shows they're not submitted under the Lord, man. By submitting themselves to their husbands. Verse 6, Sarah was like that. She obeyed Abraham and called him her master, man. Why? Because she knew that she was Abraham's possession, man. She even she knew she was Abraham's possession. She was fully submitted under Abraham, calling him master, calling him Lord. Let's go into that word master real quick, man. Master, Lord, overlord, Lord and master, ruler. You see that? An overseer, the manager, the leader, man, the boss. You see that? Shit, our women are not the daughters of Sarah, right? They don't submit under their men. And that's what Christianity has done. That's what Esau has done. The so-called white man. That's what he has done. He has taught our women to be fucking unsubmissive. She obeyed Abraham and called him her master. You are now her daughters if you do good and are not afraid of anything. You see that? In the same way, you husbands must live with your wives with the proper understanding that they are more delicate than you. Treat them with respect because they also will receive together with you God's gift of life, man. Yeah, see? So if she is submissive under the man, right, she will receive God's gift, man. But she has to be submissive under her man, especially if you are a part of the elect, a hopeful elect, especially if you going out to the highways and hedges, right? Especially if you have a husband that's going out into the streets preaching and prophesying the truth, man. You better be submitted under your husband. In the same way, you husbands must live with your wives with the proper understanding that they are more delicate than you. Treat them with respect. You see? And of course we treat our wives good, man. Just because, you see, but people don't understand, man. Oh, what? You can have more than they probably think you be disrespecting her. Just because you say, yeah, I'm her head. I'm her head. You know, I'm her leader. She's supposed to do what I say. They start thinking all types of crazy shit. This nigga probably be beating on her. Anyways, treat them with respect because they also will receive together with you Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai's gift of life. Do this so that nothing will interfere with your prayers, man. You see that? But I'm pretty sure you get the point, man. You get the point, man. And we're coming to a time where the Lord is going to show these women they have no choice but to submit under the man if they want to be taken care of, man. Because money ain't going to do it for you. You know? Nothing is going to protect you in these days that are coming. But the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, he's going to do the protection. You know, and they're going to start seeing this. This goes back to Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And 7 women shall take hold of one man. You know, begging to be their wives, man. They're going to be begging, man. You know, that's how much women we're going to have chasing us, man. Hey. So anyways, until next time, Shalom. Lord's witness was edifying and straight to the point. Until next time, Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. And to the hopeful elect, man, keep enduring. We almost